wasn't such a thing as Robert Morris football in 1993, but that's when the college decided to get into the football business. They hired Joe Walton as their head coach on July 27th of that year. The Colonials played their first game September 3rd of the following year, 1994, and of course, they win their first ever bowl championship last season against Duquesne, going for number 2 here today against the Georgetown Hoyas. It should be a great day for football here in Washington, D.C. Dropping back, Newman fading left. Now he's going to get away from the rush. He's all the way back to the 50, though. He looks downfield. Now he's going to throw. He's got Perkins wide open at the 10. He makes the catch inside the 5. Delonte Perkins. He came back to help his quarterback, and Newman was being pursued vigorously by Mike Fiorito, but somehow Jake was able to get away from him on the far side left of the field. He spins back around all the way to the 50 and launches one, and the Colonials have it first and goal at the 3. Robert Morris coming up second down and goal from the 3. No gain on that last play. Crossbuck fake. Newman drops back. He sets. He throws into the left side of the end zone, and it is caught by Ahmad Arad for the touchdown from 3 yards away, and the Colonials score first here in the ECAC Bowl. They lead it 6-0 at Georgetown. Third down and 2 from the 6-yard line. The Colonials on the move again. Newman, pop pass over the middle. Parker catches it, jumps into the end zone. Touchdown, Robert Morris with 12 minutes to play first half. And Freddie comes dancing and chugging his way out of the end zone back to Joe Walton and the Colonials bench. Staggered split in the backfield. Play fake. And now Ward wants to throw over the middle. Has his tight end downfield, but he is rifled down at the 23-yard line. The ball goes incomplete. John O'Connell trying to make a play on the ball, might have deflected it away, and it was Brian Dunn who put the hit on the tight end from behind to make sure he would not catch the deflection. Ward, 2-step drop, fires a fade pass over to the left side, and it's knocked down by Nick Downs. Intended receiver on the play that time was Rob Rosenthal. Here's the handoff and a right side run. And John O'Connell will immediately slice down Joe Tedisco, who takes the handoff and goes around the right side. Trips to the right side for Georgetown now. Bill Ward drops the snap, takes a straight drop, strong rush. O'Connell hits him, and now Carrot finishes him off. O'Connell and List were on a straight blitz looking for number 13, the quarterback of the Hoyas. O'Connell got to him, and Carrot took him down. Good snap. Not much of a rush, and Longo will angle it to the left, but it will bounce at the goal line, and somebody knocked it back in. Was that
Ray Thomas?
Ray Thomas, number 9, knocked it back in. He dove up at the goal line and swatted it down at the 2, and Georgetown has its ears pinned back by Robert Morris. Slot to the left and a wide out to the right side. It's 3rd down and 15. Ward is back to pass, again looking near side, and he's going to be hit, and he is swung down on the play by John O'Connell. Robert Morris wanting a 3-touchdown lead. They're going to need one here because Georgetown can move the ball. Now the give. Wanamaker up the middle. Another big hole inside the 10, down to the 5, and Archie down to the 3-yard line. 3rd and goal from the 2. Handoff. Lockhart runs it right side. He's in for the touchdown for the Colonials. Luther Lockhart from 2 yards out and a power sweep around the right side. Robert Morris leads by 27-7.
Well, Bill Ward has been struggling. Only a 1 for his last 7 here for the Hoyas, and credit a lot of it to the great coverage in the defensive secondary of the Colonials and the great surge in the defensive line.
Ward is back to pass again. Chase and decked. He'll be down. John O'Connell was chasing him down, but it was Jason Spencer who got there first and wiped him out.
Jason Spencer, 11 sacks now on the season. With the team, football team.
Handoff, Wanamaker, dive play up the middle, touchdown, Robert Morris. Archie Wanamaker from a yard. And with 11:24 remaining in the football game, Robert Morris has opened up a 34-7 lead over Georgetown. Di Maria takes the snap, drops to the knee. The clock will roll. The game will end. The Colonials will win another ECAC Bowl. 35-13 the final score over Georgetown. The second championship season in a row for the Robert Morris Colonials under head coach Joe Walton.
Our congratulations to Robert Morris, winner of yesterday's ECAC Bowl. The Colonials were led by quarterback Jake Newman. He tossed 3 touchdown passes in the 35-13 victory over Georgetown. Head coach Joe Walton celebrates his second straight ECAC Bowl championship.
Coach Walton says with anything, if you're gonna be successful in anything, there has to be a commitment. You have to do everything 100%, and it's just like anything else. If you want to win in football, you have to be committed.
Oh, it's an experience all in itself. You got 2 premier coaches at any level that coached for many years and have brought their coaching experience along with us, and they handed it down to us basically. And they've opened up a lot of options for us. A lot of people on this team are good enough to go to the next level, and then those are not have the knowledge of football to maybe go on to a career of coaching.
Walton really not only teaches football, but he tried to teach you morals and standards of how you should act in life. that we put in, it's going to pay off for us in the long run when we graduate here and deal with the world when we have to go out in the real world.
For 2 NFL coaches, it's been a great experience for myself. The things that they taught us throughout these 4 years will be something that I'll remember, not just about football, but about the game of life, which basically football that comes down to is being more than just a game. It teaches a game of life that if you want to achieve something, you got to work hard at it and you got to go out and get it.
The hard work means to me is taking a new program in 3 years and turning it into a bowl championship. And then
we've matured quite a bit. That may be one of the biggest things is maturity, learning how to win and lose, and also just how to work in a team and how to be part of a team. I've gained a lot of friendships also. That's probably the most important thing has been the friendships over the 4 years.
Rad's the best coach I've had in my career, although it's been short. He's crazy, funny, and extremely intelligent.
Also learned definitely a lot of football, different defenses. Just learned a lot of things.
Rad is definitely one of the best defensive coaches in the country, and with his years of experience in the NFL and the World League and also in college, he brings everything that he's learned in those places here to Robert Morris.
Defense for Bad Rad is like nothing else ever done before. He's a crazy guy. I mean, it's cool because he likes to blitz, and our defense loves to blitz. And the other teams really can't do much about it because they can't stop it.
you get that pro type of perfectionist in terms of offense with Joe Walton. Then you have Radakovic with his crazy style of defense, and they give you not only like a way to succeed in just football, but they show you how to conduct yourself around campus, in terms of being off campus too. I mean, they give you that point of view where you want to do good in everything you do.
Only being a junior here around Morris, I think it's awesome seeing pro scouts coming in and out of practice, taking players one-on-one, looking at them. Due to Bad Brad and Coach Walton's great NFL experience, brings a lot of recognition to this program.
It helped me in terms of my schoolwork. They push you to the limit in every aspect, whether it's on the football field or off the football field. In high school, it was all about being a showboat, and you want the ball all the time, or you wanted to be like the main part of every play. But here it's about teamwork. Everybody has to do their part in order to succeed as champions.
that's what I think we've done.
I mean, playing itself is a great thing, but the things I've learned about football and about life are unmatched. I mean, I've learned so much here about life itself, but I mean, I think I'll be able to take it with me in my future.
The 4 years here has meant, to me, meant great friends, meant great pride, and a great education.
Playing football here, I believe I gained the best football education that I will receive anywhere else.
In high school, we always went to the championship in basketball, football, or whatever. We never won. We never got a ring or anything like that. So to be able to go there the first time is you're in shock. But then be able to go second time, that's that's not even thinkable. And then for ECAC to be the first two-time champion, that's another accomplishment that we have. I think that's great for us. Hopefully we can get a third.
Playing in 2 ECAC bowls is great. Championships, I've always been around teams with a lot of championships, so it's like not new to me, but seeing the other guys get all excited about it is a great thing.
Playing 2 ECAC bowls for Robert Morris has been like nothing I ever done before, because let's say when I was in high school, we never won much of anything, or we didn't win anything while I was playing football. So it was a new experience, and because it was great the second time because nobody in the ECAC has ever won 2 back-to-backs.
It was a great experience to play in 2 championships back-to-back. I mean, there's hardly any teams in the country that had that opportunity, and I mean Nebraska, Miami, Pitt, anybody like that to play in back-to-back championships.